24th, 2016.
Updates. Congratulations to Nick C. for making Phase 2 of Honor Society. Extended forecast. Tuesday, May 24th, mostly sunny and delightful, high of 72, low of 55. Wednesday, May 25th, a thunderstorm in spots, high of 72, low of 59. Thursday, May 26th, mostly cloudy with a T-storm, high of 72, low of 62. Friday, May 27th, a shower and T-storms around, high of 79, low of 64.
Calvin Harris hospitalized following car crash. Calvin Harris was in a Friday night car crash. He's headed to the airport for a Las Vegas performance and he will be resting for a few days, his representative said. Harris' transport was involved in a collision this evening on the way to an airport. As a result, he will be unable to perform at Vegas club Omnia tonight. He has been examined by doctors and told to rest for a few days, his team wrote in a Facebook statement. The Los Angeles crash involved a second car which crossed the center lane and hit Harris' vehicle at about 11 p.m. local time, causing the ejection of one of the passengers in the second car. Harris' face was lacerated and he was transported to the hospital where he later left against medical advice because the private room was not available, according to TMZ. The driver of the second car, a 16-year-old girl, and her passenger who was ejected were also hospitalized, according to TMZ. Harris has returned to his home in Beverly Hills, California following the crash. Sports. Oklahoma City dominates Golden State and OKC takes 2-1 series lead. The Oklahoma City Thunder are full with potential, and in a span of 6 days, they've taken 2 games over the course of 6 days from a team that needed 64 days to register its second regular season loss. OKC downed Golden State, a team that finished the regular season with a 73-9 record, 133-105 on Sunday evening. The Thunder took Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals, earning a 2-1 series lead and pushing the Warriors to its third 2-1 postseason deficit in 2 years. Russell Westbrook paced Oklahoma City with 30 points, 8 boards, and 12 assists, while Kevin Durant added 33 points, 8 rebounds, both in around 32 minutes of action. Golden State framed backcourt of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson combined for 42 points while working just 29 minutes apiece in the loss, but no other Warriors scored in double figures. Not only did the Thunder double up defending champs in the second quarter, working on a 38-19 run overall, but the team put together a 45-point third quarter at one point, taking a 41-point lead. The Warriors missed 23 of three-pointers in the loss and were crushed on the boards by a 52-38 margin. Who's doing lunch?
For today's lunch, hamburgers or hot dogs, potato salad, chickpeas, fruit cup, salad bar, and your choice of milk or juice. In honor of our vets in the upcoming Memorial Day weekend, the Roar will be showing videos in honor of them this week.
There had been an accident, and I thought that it was just the phone tree in action, and he was kind of just letting me know about something that happened, and never thought twice that it was Taylor. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he said, it was Taylor. Taylor stepped on an IED. And I got out of the car and kind of paced around. I got sick and everything, and I immediately just wanted to be by his side. And I knew that he was in Afghanistan and he had to still jump from hospital to hospital before he got to the United States. When Taylor was about ready to deploy, I just said, just come back. I was worried about his mental state. I didn't want him to come back any other way than how our friendship was built on. I just wanted the same person to come back. I wasn't scared for him to get hurt or anything like that. That never crossed my mind. I thought the hardest part of deployment would be not seeing him for 6 to 8 months.
Well, when I was in the hospital, probably once I got out of the ICU in the intensive care unit, I was up on the 4th floor, and then they back off, on the pain meds a little bit, and start waking up a little bit. And Danielle basically lived in that room, slept on the little reclining chair that they had, and then and basically would just leave, to go shower at a hotel and come back. And she was there for pretty much everything. She'd be always writing down the everything the doctors said, and keeping a little hospital diary type thing. And
you hungry?
Yeah. I'm gonna grab myself a brownie treat.
Oh, hey, a little brownie treat.
It's ironic now because he literally came back missing all of his limbs, but is exactly the same person he was before he left. And I don't think anything has changed because we built our relationship based on a strong foundation of being best friends, and we still are. So we're just kind of working our way through a different life that we didn't think that we'd ever have, living at a hospital for 1.5 years and such, but we'll get to our end point, our end goal, just the same way. We tried not to look at what life was a few weeks ago and what life was now and what he could have done before and what he can do now. We didn't try to look at the big picture. We set little goals along the way, and if it was sitting up in bed, it was sitting up in bed, and that was our goal for that week.
Hanging out with our friends and just doing everything that we did before. All this has been about, finding a new or a different way to do it, but the end goal, is to get back to, as normal as it can be and all that. So just finding different ways to do it, little tricks here and there. I definitely like driving. That brings back a huge level of independence, when you can drive somewhere and you can walk around, that's a big part of the puzzle there. So basically getting that drivability back. We're looking forward to taking the next step and moving on to the next thing and getting back to Iowa.
Well, we found our dream piece of land, and so hopefully over Thanksgiving or Christmas we can close on it, and then come spring when all the snow melts and everything, and we already kind of have been focusing on what we want the house to look like, we can just hit the ground and run in the spring and build it, and he can retire and we can move back home and life can move on to the next phase.